All right. Are we live or not? Yes, actually, a few seconds probably. I wasn't saying it. How are you, unlimited human being? How are you, amazing soul? Look, I'm truly honored to be talking to you about this today. I am truly looking forward expanding with you today highest calling of my soul. Ask yourself this question: am I holding back from the highest calling of my soul? Today, as I go, it's Wednesday, and it's very important to take account of what's happening in my week, in our weeks, to understand whether we're truly playing full out or if we are holding back indeed, right? So the point with everything that I'm gonna share today is there's something you're not actually delivering that you're keeping aside for when you're ready, for when things get better, for when you have more money, for when you have someone who helps you. Your soul is trying to emerge. Your soul, your truth is asking you to be spoken. And now, living next level, now this 10-week journey that I am speaking pretty much all over the platforms and the place, I needed to understand that I want to point at the direction of your life, see as far as you can see. And when you see that far, realize that there are steps to get there. And some of those steps have so many uh, limits, so many limitations, so many dark corners and invisible forces that are part of you, which are your beliefs, your values, and all that stuff that are playing a, the game, that are having a say on whether you achieve, whether you live that next level, that needle moving piece of your life. What is the one thing that if you do that, it's a needle mover for everything else in your life? What is that one thing that if you embody that trait of your character, if you embody that routine, if you embody that way of being, or like embodying that dream, meaning that you make it happen, meaning that maybe you have that business, maybe you have those clients, maybe you finally divorce, maybe you finally get married, maybe you finally reconcile with your kids, with your parents. What is that? If you make it happen, it moves some pieces. And those are the new results, as I like to call them. Okay. Those are the new results. And let me actually do this for you. Um, I'll take a paper and I'll draw. Um, so I'm sharing with you the actual framework, inner over outer. Okay. Inner over outer. Um, This inner over outer is the compound of many different pieces that I received throughout the years of my own personal growth and development. And there's the very simple aspect that you are a triangle put it this way, okay? And all the rest around, all the rest around, so that this is you in few words, and you're a triangle because there are different pieces, and it's a simplified model. No model, no framework existing on Earth will give you like the whole perspectives and all opinions and all experiences that we can have, right? This can resonate with you and take what resonates with you and scrap the rest. I'm happy if you take something and if this moves you further, I'm very happy. This is one of the frameworks that you learn in Living Next Level now, and what takes you to live that chosen next level along the time of 10 weeks, okay? Maybe may that be business, relationship, marriage, parenting, or personal life, fitness, health, whatsoever. Now, you're the thing, as I said, and there is spirit, there is the mind, as I said, this simplified model. I like to repeat it because I would like you to grasp it. And then there's the body, the physical, okay? And then there's this thing that is sectioned. It's sectioned into very important pieces that we'll now go through in a moment. So again, this is you, spirit, mind, and body. And there's this sectioned um, holistic self that has many different pieces. This is external world. This external world, and now this paper is too small for that, but this external world uses a another framework that is the one that gives you the domain of control. So in here you have control. This is you, the little dot in between, the center. You stay in the center. So as you stay in the center, this is you, and this is what you can control. This is what you have a say about, and so on and so forth. This is what you have influence about, and this is what is out of your control. And this, all of this, is what you don't even know. Now, this triangle is actually the center. At the center, there's this big triangle. So this triangle has control over this, has influence over this, have no control over this, and has no idea of what's in here. Infinite, unlimited space. All right. This is you. Um, Body, which means physical. It has a reason to be on top of here. Spirit, which is on. Well, when you look at it, I don't know where you see it to be, but when you look at it, it's supposed to be on the left hand side because of the more let's say intangible and emotional kind of brain, and mind is on the right, the logical brain, the maths and structure. Okay, so rational, irrational, physical. And why the physical is here? Because here there are results, right? Here there are the results. These results are tangible. It's the tangible reality you want to see. And this is out here, as we said, in this small circle. We'll not go in depth. I can't go in depth. This takes a lot of time to go in depth. And I've also written an actual article, newsletter. If you want to subscribe to my newsletter, this morning, and I published it. So if you want to go through the actual thing, you can read that. But the most important part is that I wanted to explain to you. I wanted you to understand how important it is that this next level in here. It is in the immediate. It is something you have control over, and you can live it right now. Living next level now, embodying it right now means that you align the spirit, the mind, and the body, the somatic. You work on your nervous system. You work on your mindset. You work on the connection of your heart, and you make sure that the alignment of this has direct influence with very scientific approaches and methodologies to all around it. So there are the results. The results are based on actions and behaviors. Okay. And the actions and behaviors are what create results. right? You have action, you take actions, and you have behaviors, and you have ways of behaving, you have attitudes in the world. And those, and I repeat, there's an article, there's a newsletter article that I've got. I posted it this morning. So same Wednesday, the 5th, I think, of July. And these actions and behaviors are based upon your paradigms, your beliefs, what the way you see and perceive the world, the way you see and perceive the world. So um, it's your views, it's your opinions, it's your beliefs, it's your paradigms, is how you perceive the world, and so all of this, okay, it's beneath the surface. We don't see it. This is called inner work, inner work, and here we go into next level embodiment. The other from the inner over outer framework that that I'll teach throughout the 10 weeks of living next level now, and and then there's the next level embodiment self mastery framework, which is about deeper presence, unlimited vitality, unshakable integrity, and inner and outer work. So this is inner work pretty much, and this is outer work. So outer and inner, right? And I know this is very messy. You don't really read that. If you follow along, you'll understand the whole thing, right? So perceptions, views, opinions, beliefs, paradigms, whatsoever, and this is beneath the surface, a bit like the actual iceberg. These are founded upon what truly matters to you, your values. Okay, your values, what truly matters to you, what truly is important to you. Your values are here. Your values and what you prioritize. This is a beautiful model. I received it um, from high performing coaches. It's a business to help coaches reaching their goals. Check them out. They're amazing. They're through the roof. I love them really. And in particular, the way this is framed, I was using before, but I love the way it framed it. It's this, it connects to these other frameworks that I use in particular. Today, I'm kind of bringing two together, and this perspective of domain of control, domain of influence, domain of non-control, something you cannot control. You don't have a say on. You can't really control global government, quote unquote. And then there's the unknown, the everything. And so you can tap into that unknown. This is the counterintuitive part. You can tap into that. You can follow the guidance of that. And this is the point: values and priorities. What truly matters to you as a human being is because your soul signed you up for something in here, to do something, to do some work on earth, to learn and live and impact and love and hate and whatsoever. Your soul signed you up for that human experience, for this human experience, for you hearing this message in this very moment. And um, and here there's consciousness that can be divided, consciousness that is divided into two, pretty much. One that is self consciousness, it's more above level, quote unquote, and one is universal consciousness, deeper consciousness. So your soul, which is a piece of the whole, is a piece of the whole with all its qualities, and it's informed by the intention of the whole. Now it's going esoteric. It's going to be more woo-woo, and I know it. The goal of living next level now, the 10-week journey, is to put it in concrete, to use all what you have at your disposal, the unlimited source of vitality that you can access just because on a scientific level, every cell, each and every one of the 50 trillion cells that you've got into your physical body produce zero point 0.2 volts of energy every second. Follow me. That means that if you sum them up, if you align them, if you somehow synergize all these zero point 0.2 volts per 50 trillion, oh, that's like the sun burning. Do you realize that unlimited amount of energy that you've got at your disposal if you're able to tap into it and to recharge yourself? "Oh, I'm very tired. I can't do anything." That's okay. Pose, presence, deeper presence, self awareness, continuous self awareness, habitual self awareness. You establishing that presence as the new normal of your life and reality. Get into that presence, you realize you're a bit lower in energy, and at that point you use the technique you use, and have many. There's some in particular that I truly love, but even just moving all the body and exercising, that's like creates harmony in between the muscles. That's why it energizes you, right? This is why, very simple. And so there are many ways to tap into that unlimited vitality. Presence, unlimited vitality, and that unshakable integrity, building great walls of boundaries around what truly matters to you. Once you understand that ultimate level, what your soul signed you up for, coming from that universal consciousness to this more yet infinite and unlimited soul self consciousness, and listening to it. Okay, what is important? What is important? What is important? Being in presence, being in silence, being listening to it, and then going and putting your unlimited levels of energies into that to make it happen, to create tangible results, new realities, new impact, new transformations, new external circumstances, because this out, pours out external circumstance. Okay? This is your body, and this is why it's here. Because your body, your hands make things happen. Your body, your voice gets others inspired. And when it's your voice inspiring, like you see, it's influencing. This is control. This is influence. Then there's out of control. Outside of there, there's the unknown. The unknown, the unknown, which is out there, is always crossing space and reaching you, because the unknown is universal consciousness. Ego and small mind, small human mind does not know logically all what there is, but the soul knows that there is something beyond, and it receives. It's like intuition. You can access intuition if you drop down into presence. If you unmake all the constructs, all the perceptions, visions, opinions, beliefs, and paradigms, if you unmake them and allow yourself to tap into what truly is valuable to you, you realize that what's truly valuable to you rooted into consciousness, and that self-consciousness, soul, gets information, intuitions from a broader thing. Right? This is the living example now. This is making sure that you pierce through your limits. So, week one of next level embodied, just observing what's your current situation, choosing the goal, and start working towards it. Week two, reclaiming your power, reclaiming who you truly are, reclaiming what you're here for. Week three, breaking through the limits, that as you reclaim that, there's sort of like the future mind, he says it so beautifully, and he says, okay, now there's an enthusiasm, and it starts going up like a rocket, going up, going up, and then these rockets goes up, and then it encounters habit gravity, like the gravity force gets stronger and starts pulling down, and there's the habit gravity. You're not used to that new you that you just proclaimed, so there's new limits. Those limits emerge, and we want them to emerge, because if they do so, we can face them. You can't intervene in a world that you cannot see. Another coach of mine would say, you cannot intervene in a world that you cannot see, and therefore you need to uncover something, then face it. Make sense? And as you do that, therefore, that point, you're breaking up with your limits. You become unlimited. And from that space of unlimitedness, week four, creating new results right away. We want to create new results. We want to inform all your system, all your embodiment, your human, the human of your soul. We want to inform it that look like uh, it's fine, it's possible. And as you create those new results, you get pumped, and we start creating vision out of those new results that are possible and have been created. And therefore, we start building a vision and understanding what the emotions of that vision and all a series of process that would help you to really root yourself into that vision. Okay. And as you root yourself into that vision and you have it clear, now we go and take whatever you did and everything you did. Maybe you chose one area of life which was relationship. So we understand how to replicate it. So the week 6, that was week 5, the vision. Week 6, um, would be next level on repeat. We understand how to repeat it in all areas, how to repeat it in the same area, but for different intentions and goals, so that you can live next level after next level after next level, now after now after now after now, building it one on top of the other. Does that make sense to you? How can you apply all of this? How do you apply all of this to your life? So I was asking myself if I was holding back from the highest calling of my soul, and I asked you if you were, are you? I feel I was, so I decided to create this video, crisp, short training, um, to blow up for me, for you. Are you taking notes? If not, pause now and actually go and take something to take notes and see what does it mean to your life. All of this, like, what is that you can control? What is that you can influence? What is that you can't control? And what is that you don't know? And that's a hard question. You don't know what you don't know, but there's so much that we don't know about what we think we know. And now, what are the results you have and the results that you'd like to have? What are the actions that brought towards where you don't like, and what are the actions that would take towards where you'd like, and behaviors as well. And you see, you break it down. You break it down. Go back to the thing here, to the wait, to the video or to my article. Inner over outer. Look for inner over outer for me, and you'll find it. If you go back to that, you'll have the whole thing there explaining the triangle. Um, are you ready to expand? As you can see written here, and I write, what is it? Apply today. This is for the soul awakened and impact oriented ambitious entrepreneurs. I know that a lot of this language that I use scares the F away of many powerful business people, and it's fine. They're not ready, or they're scared, and I get it. It's scary to break through and break up with your limits, your habits, your routines, your current circumstances, because you want new results, and therefore you need to live a new you. Next level is never comfortable. Our soul didn't sign us up for joy and happiness only. Our soul signed us up to learn a lesson, to learn shit, a lot of lessons. It's learning that. Pain after pain, suffering after sufferance, joy after joy. And I appreciate you who watch live, and I appreciate you who watch in replay. I want to be a word. if you really recognize yourself in this soul awakened, impact oriented, and ambitious human being, let's talk. If we haven't already, sign up now. There's as I speak, and maybe you see it so much in the future that is not that the case anymore. But as I speak, there's the selection for the 21 founding members, and that's co-creation. And there's so much in it, but I'm not gonna get into the breakdown of the offer. Maybe I might even do it for you to really have it clear. And I also have a website that I might drop down into the comment and description, right? Um, but the point here is that you need to look at yourself in the mirror today, right now. Grab your phone, or if you're on the laptop, maybe go to the toilet and look at yourself in the mirror. Is there something that you'd like to do if you look at yourself in the eyes? Isn't there a 10-week bold intention that you can set? Because I really want to be telling you, it was not for 44,000. It was not for 4,000. You will have reclaimed some part of you that was hidden down below. You will have finally broke through those limitations that you had for so long. And this is the third um, signature framework from Limited, my business, my coaching business, next level embodiment, the 4 R's. You will have released, you will know how to regulate your nervous system, and you will have reframed many of the things that hold you back, and you'll have restarted onto a new journey, and you'll know how to do it on repeat. And if you recognize yourself in the soul awakened, impact oriented, ambitious human, join the embodied souls. That's the name of the people who are joining. That's how I'm calling the people I'm gathering all around me. Um, and I went live with one of them, Stephanie Lutman, and I'll go live with one another of them. And look, there's so much that truly can be done. So I'm looking forward truly to hold space for you. I like this whole thing that I explained. If you just joined live, you can go back as soon as I finish. I explained this whole thing in these two models, like the inner over outer. This is the inner, this is the outer, control, influence, and non-control and unknown. And and all the things you need to do to expand truly, and the five pieces of the five elements of next level empowerment. So developing deeper presence, unleashing unlimited vitality, and establishing unshakable integrity, and all of that, and then moving onward to the 4 R's for the embodiment practice of next level embodiment. So I went through all of these. Um, Living Next Level now is a weekly group coaching, where I also give some one-on-one coaching to the founding members, and where I am building a community-based app around. So there's an app, and there's a community chat, and there's a place for keeping each other accountable, and there's content. There's bit-sized content that will be created alongside the journey. When things are asked, like I need to know this, I need to know that, I need more information about this, I need more information about that, with all the replays of the calls, of course, as well. But I'll drop that bit-sized content, building up to the 10 weeks. Then there's a final graduation, and there's a 3 days event, which is both online and in person in Portugal, most likely in Portugal. Gotta confirm that. Um, The in-person is included in the founding membership and in the 10 weeks. The in-person is for the 5 humans who truly want to be uh, in a premium situation with me, one-on-one with me and with the other hosts of Choosing Self Mastery Over Crisis. This is all what we got. This training is um, is for you to understand that you've got something more to do on this earth, and that I'm ready for you. I've been preparing for you for many years, 13 years of personal development, enrichment, transformation, uh, and I might even say 29 years of my own unique, because it's all unique. We all have this unique life experience. So this 29 years of life experience, this soul that is all in for you. Now I want you to come join me and embody who you truly are, the impact, the joy that your soul came up here for. You stay unlimited. I now know that I'm not holding back from the highest calling of my soul. Are you? If you are, let's break up with that. If you're not, tell me how you're not. What are you doing? I want to see you thriving. I elevate who elevates. I am Ayrton Giulio Bonelli, embodied soul on earth. I'm proud of you for even just getting so far in the train today.